Are you a JDM fanboy? Watch my video. Are you on a tight budget with a thirst for tuning? Then here are 10 budget JDM tuners. The budget is a modest €5,000. There was a big list of cars I could have used, so we will have an honourable mentions list right now. Honda Civic EG and EK. Throughout the 90s, Honda were on a roll. The 5th and 6th generation Civics were appealing, cheap, lightweight, and dare I say, quick. Once you combine the weight of a tad above 1,000 kilograms and the B16 VTEC engine, and you had a giant slaying hot hat. They were very tuner friendly and made a marvellous sound with the right exhaust. This does come at a price though, in the range of about €2,000 to €4,000. Mazda MX5. The Japanese sports roaster full of hairbrushes. I'm sorry, personality. This low budget lightweight wheel drive cutie is very cheap to buy and own. With a bulletproof engine which can withstand a turbo or a supercharger kit, the Mazda MX5 guarantees reliability. The large tuner scene also helps if you like to get your hands dirty. NA Miatas have gone up recently, so an NB is your best bet. But prices do start at around €1,000 to €3,500, which is still quite affordable. Nissan 300ZX. Maybe the best Nissan you've never heard of. You definitely have heard of it, but anyway. The Nissan 300ZX was a futuristic sports coupe, which despite being almost 30 years old, still looks quite modern. A twin-turbo manual model was available with 300 horsepower and high levels of fuel reliability issue. Overall, the 300ZX is appreciated by the car community, and it is tunable. However, it is very laborious, but still prices are about €3,500 to €5,000. These are a guaranteed future classic. Nissan Pulsar GTI-R. The underrated Nissan Pulsar GTI-R was a unique car in its own right. It used a mighty SR20 DET engine coupled with all-wheel drive, a combination commonly used in a hot hatch today. This Pulsar is an easy tunable beast, which could easily take on giants in STIs and Golf Rs, but not Evos because Evos are off. Since they are a JDM import, they can be tricky to find and therefore expensive. At the lowest, they can cost around €5,000, which means you could potentially go over budget. Toyota Altezza. JDM sleeper status. The Toyota Altezza was identical to the luxurious IS200 and IS300. In comparison to the IS200, the only difference was that the Altezza used a Yamaha-developed 2-litre 4-cylinder 3SGE engine producing 200 brake horsepower, compared to the IS200's 150 horsepower 6-cylinder. The Altezza's rear-wheel drive chassis and high-revving engine worked a treat, and so it became very popular, especially where I live in Ireland. This means prices are high, starting around €4,000. Honda Integra. The sleeker Civic. The Honda Integra is a front-wheel drive coupe full of potential. Some say it looks and it performs better than its Civic counterpart. The high-raving B18C found in the Type R version and the lightweight chassis work hand in hand to give the driver an exhilarating experience. The Integra is also just as easy to tune, and it shares the same ability to slay giants, especially in Type R form in comparison to the Civic. Prices for a Type R variant starts at around €3,000. Another guaranteed future classic. Toyota Celica GT4. Want a rally-bred weapon but don't want an epic Impreza or the mighty Mitsubishi EVO? What the hell's wrong with you? Then the Celica GT4 is for you. Using the 3S GTE engine and all-wheel drive, the Celica GT4 was a very good performer on and off the road. With 205 brake horsepower, the Celica GT4 is no slouch, but best of all, these things are considerably cheap. Prices start at around €4,000. Nissan 350Z. A more modern choice. The Nissan 350Z has recently become quite the budget hero. Using a 3.5-litre V6, rear-wheel drive and a well-balanced chassis, the 350Z was a very fun car. It was absolutely adored by the car community, even if the general public doesn't want them. This works in your favour as prices start at around €5,000, but realistically it won't be in the best condition. Shout out to TJ Honda. Toyota MR2. A budget Ferrari. The Toyota MR2 was a mid-engine track slayer with the same 3S GTE engine as the Celica GT4, but there was an NA version available too. It was light, fast, fun, a little dangerous, and fun again. Since the dawn of time, MR2s have been very affordable. Prices are as low as about €1,000, but then a turbo will be about 3,000. Just tune it right, okay? Last, and I think this car is in 3 weeks in a row, Mitsubishi EVO 1-3. The father of the evolution. The Mitsubishi EVO 1-3 are JDM heroes from the early 1990s, putting themselves on the map by slaying through rally stages. The EVO had a very light chassis, all-wheel drive, and the mighty 4G63T engine given between 250 and 280 brake horsepower, depending on what variant you got. Other than Japan, these cars are rare, so be patient when considering buying one. Realistically, €4,000 is the starting price, but a little work will most likely be needed. I look on the plus side, at least you can get a misfiring system.
Misfiring system.
Like my new microphone? Did you notice it? I bet you did. Think I can improve it? Comment below.